Mayhem does thou away. Welcome one, welcome all. This is of course Mellow and Vibe. Yes, indeed it be. Welcome one, welcome all to Mellow and Vibe. We're getting crazy. Yeah, baby, that is how we do. Yeah, that was probably a bit wow. It was indeed. Welcome one, welcome all. This is Mellow and Vibe, Epicsode 70, with me, your Mellow and Vibe host, Oscar Reeling. It is my honour, my pleasure, and my privilege to be here with you, as it always truly is. It damn truly is always an honour, always a pleasure, always a privilege to be here with you, pure and true. Welcome one, welcome all. Everybody is truly welcome here at Mellow and Vibe. I hope you've all taken a Mellow and Vibe moment. Just breathe it in and calm that mind. I hope you've all rocked that wild and done your thing, baby, cause mayhem does thou away. Yes, indeed. On this very episode, Epicsode 70, we are going to be feasting. Yes, we are going to be eating some feastables, pure and true, something delicious and tasty, I pray, because if you know, moments back, I realised I've existed without sampling any other form of pot noodle. The only one I've feasted upon as of now that's not the OG green chicken and mushroom is the Bombay Bad Boy, if you remember that very episode. Also, it happened. I found carbonara, pot noodle king, pot noodle carbonara style. And this is in a different one. This is paper as opposed to plastic, because all the other ones are in the plastic one. So this is highly recyclable, which is what we wish, which is what we want. Also, I have something else that you may not have expected, but I have the carbonara. I finally found it. So one episode soon, one adventure as we will be sampling this beautiful bliss. If you're wondering what that is, it's not what you think it is. It is my sun hat. That's what it is. It's my sun hat. It's lively tonight. It be indeed very lively. Right, also down here, we've also got pasta bolognese. So we also have pasta carbonara and pasta bolognese. Yes, indeed. And we will most certainly be feasting upon these beautiful creations. This one I'm most excited about because I've been wanting to feast upon this one for quite some time, because carbonara is one of my all-time favourite pastas, along with like tagliatelle and linguine and what's the other, ravioli. Love a bit of ravioli. Oh, I'm a pasta fiend, and bolognese as well if it's done to perfection. Yes please. So there you go, bam, pure and true. And of course, down here, down we go, down. Yep, because the camera is up and away, sky high, baby. The one we are feasting upon on this very moment is the OG original curry. So this is the one we are going to be feasting upon, and we are going to be adding this, because I take out the innards, right, and I soften up the noodles, right, and then I add in the innards back, right. back in. This is just how I do it, right? Everybody crafts their pot noodle differently. And then you just give this a good old mix through, because it gives it, for me personally, and now I like I've just said, everybody's different. It gives it a stronger flavour for me, because I put in the water, the boiling water, the hot water, let the noodles soak, let the noodles soften, right? And then, because once you've taken out the innards or the seasoning or the flavour, the powder, whatever you want to call it, right? It's just the noodles softening in that boiling water. You leave those for 5 minutes. They've been, you know, sat here for quite some time while I got things sorted elsewhere. And you give this a good old mix in, which is what I'm doing here. And then what you do is you set that aside for a further few more minutes while they bond and mash and sink and get to know each other. Very intimate, very personal. And then, once that's happened, you go down again and then you add a little bit of something extra if you want. Oh wait, this is mango sauce. I did not know that. It says it right here. It's usually soy sauce. On the Bombay bad boy, I think that was like chili sauce or some kind of hot heated bliss. It was delicious, but this one is maybe mango chutney or something along those lines. It doesn't say it's mango chutney, so I do not know. It just says mango sauce, so I don't believe it's mango chutney. So yeah, but we'll add this in because I like to sample my pot noodles pure and true. We don't like to modify unless we need to slay it that way, because when it comes to feastables and food and things like that, for me, what I personally like to do, unless it's something I really am not a fan of, I like to feast on it as is, as it should be, damn right. So if you go, you know, they've crafted a certain form of meal and it's got this, and this, I'm like, right, I'll take that as is, give it to me and I'll feast upon it, because of course the creator and the crafter has put it together because it slays well that way, it rocks wild that way. Well, we hope it does, we do, because if it doesn't, then of course that certain feast is not for you. But many a times I've had weird combinations, and I've even created weird combinations myself. I mean, if you joined us moments, I drank Dr. Pepper and milk. Pepper milk, yeah. I drank that, and it was like a liquid cherry bagel. It was very, very delicious. So I was a fan of that. So that is how it be. So we're taking it as is, pure and true. We're going to feast on that, because that is what I like to do, unless it's something I'm definitely not a fan of. But even then, if I read something and it's got something in it that I'm not a fan of, but if it's surrounded by all these wonders, if it's mixed into this craft and creation, everything, everywhere, all at once, I may still take it as is, because I'll be like, you know what, that's surrounded by amazing bliss, that is mixed in too, yes, please. So give it to me, I'll feast upon it, I'll see what I think. And the thing is, it might not always be for you, and if it's not always for you, then that is not a problem. Everybody feasts differently. Everybody does their own thing. Now, you see, this is the second set of pot noodle that I will have feasted upon outside of the green OG pot noodle, because this is what I realised for my entire existence throughout the ages. I'd gone about my journey, slaying it wild, rocking it, doing my saying yes and realising the only pot noodle I'd ever eaten was the green, if it is, well, it is green, but if it is the OG, the green OG chicken and mushroom. And I'm not truly a fan of mushrooms, but I did like that. You see? Take it as is, rock it wild, slay it. And the good thing is, or the crazy thing is, right, I'll tell you this, as I was growing up, for many years, because I struggled and I didn't look, I just feasted. I didn't even know it had mushroom in it. There you go. I didn't even know, and I feasted upon it. Right, let's get into this. Hold on, we're rocking it wild, ducking down. We're back up. There we are. Surprise! Large fries. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel this off. Hopefully it has had time to brew, and if you realise that I've got scissors, it's to open the mango chutney, or the mango sauce, because it does not say if it's chutney or not. Hold on, see if you want to see that. Okay, it is quite thick. It is a thick one, a little thick, not too runny. But that's going in there just like that, pure and true. Let's see. That's not bad. That, whatever that is, whether it be mango sauce or mango chutney, it says mango sauce. It's delicious. And then we're going to give that a good mix in, of course we are, before we feast. And you know what I don't have? I don't have a napkin. Why don't I not have a napkin? Because I was doing a lot of other things. Right, I'm going to duck down for a second. And way down we go! Yep, I've got my napkin here. Right, here we go. Second zoned pot noodle outside of the OG green that I've tried. Bombay Bad Boy was first. Original curry is next. And I want to know what that means, if that's the OG first ever curry made in the lifetime of humans. Could it be? Okay, it's got a little sweetness to it. A little sweetness to that. That's not bad. A little sweetness. To be honest, there's no spice. I was hoping for some spice. I truly was. Taking it as is, not adding any spice or anything. It's nice. It is. It truly is. But for me, I'd like some spice, but that's just me. That's just me. So like if it was a mod, I'd add spice. I'd add some chili flakes or some curry powder or something along those lines. I mean, if there's supposed to be spice, I haven't got it. Don't get me wrong, it's a delicious flavour. It's very flavourful, very sweet, very delicious, not too sweet. There's a little sweetness to it, like it's not like, ooh, I'm eating a sweet. It's not like, ooh, I'm eating a sweet. Is that my new catchphrase? It's not. But it is delicious. I mean, I'm liking the flavour. Yeah, the flavour is good. Very subtle though. With that little undertone of sweetness, but it is good. It is very good. I can taste it. That'll probably be the mango sauce or whatever that is, because I can taste the mango. Underneath the mango tree. My pot noodle and me. Yeah. Underneath the mango tree, my pot noodle and me. Ba 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 ba. Ow, baby. Love a bit of that. James Bond classic. Yes. But yeah, I like this. I really do. I think this is quite nice. I mean, I don't know what original curry means. I will have to probably perhaps put in some research whether it is the first ever curry crafted in the race of human life. Like this is what the first ever curry that was created or originated or whatever it be, if that's what this tastes like, because it's nice. And I mean, it says original curry, like it doesn't say chicken curry or beef curry or lamb curry or fish curry or any form. It just says what it says. So, but I mean, it's got little flakes in it there, which could be peppers, they could be carrots. It's got peas in there. So I don't know if you can see, but yeah, little bits in there. So it is nice. It is very nice. Got your vegetables in there. Maybe it is a vegetable form of curry because I'm not seeing any meat. So maybe that's what it is, a vegetable form of curry. All right. It could be, you know, because I don't think I'm tasting any meat either. And there's the mango in there. There's the peas in there. There's these little flakes, which could be carrots or peppers, but I'm not getting any spice, you see. So it's intriguing. It's interesting. I'm not tasting any... I've dropped my napkin. Way! Not tasting any meat. Not tasting any spice. There's peas and things in there, as you can see. So let me try some of the broth. Okay, the broth deep down, that has a little kick to it. That has a little, maybe. Did I not mix it well enough? Did I not mix it well enough? Let me give it another mix. No, still no spice, but little, very subtle when I drink the broth. A little bit here. I can feel it here, a little bit spice. Delicious. Maybe that's where all the spice is, in the broth. Well. Well, I do like a bit of that. Original curry, pot noodle. First try, never sampled this before. Find it quite delicious. I'm assuming it's a vegetable curry. Rock and roll. Love a good vegetable curry. Love any form, to be honest. I think lamb curry is my favourite. Yes, please. Soft, delicious and tender. Slay it. Perfect. Delicious. I'm a fan of this. I would be getting this again alongside the Bombay Bad Boy because the Bombay Bad Boy was a lot spicier. And I wish this had more heat, but when I drank the broth, I had little subtle undertones of heat. I could feel it down the zone, yeah. So, oh, whoa, there's the heat. Right. I liked a bit of that. It was delicious. It was beautiful. It was best. So I highly recommend this. If you've never sampled this before, I highly recommend this. I'm going to finish that. This has been Mellow and Vibe, baby. Slaying it, wild, rocking it, crazy, and feasting on the pots. Indeed. I have been your Mellow and Vibe host, Oscar Riedlin. This has been episode 70 of Mellow and Vibe. Wow! Soon to be 100. And of course, we'll be feasting on some bolognese and some carb. Wait. Nara, baby! Rock it wild and do your thing! Hell yeah, baby! Slay it. And feast on.